Hey everybody, Sugh Sidhu here from onlinefitnessbusiness.com. Hopefully you can hear me okay because I'm in my new office, which is actually completely empty other than this shelving that I just put up so it looked cool in the video. Anyway, in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about the myths versus the realities of being an online personal trainer, because the reality is there is a lot of BS out there. And I just want to talk to you about what your career as an online business owner, an online personal trainer, online nutrition coach, or just an online fitness professional in general will look like in comparison to a lot of the myths that are out there. Before we dive into that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel by clicking the link wherever it is. One day I will learn which side it's on. Click the link to subscribe, press the little bell, and then you'll be notified every time I do a new video. So the reason behind this video is because I hate seeing all the nonsense that's spouted by business mentors and people trying to make a quick buck by selling a dream to personal trainers and nutrition coaches and fitness professionals about what building an online business is. It's, traveling the world while money comes in on autopilot, doing no work, not having to deal with the clients, you just count the check, right? While on a beach sipping mojitos. And that's just not real. So we're going to address all those points. Number one, traveling the world and working from anywhere. You could go to Bali and live like a king. The truth is a little different for most of us. Now, don't get me wrong, we have a ton of students who do that. They travel the world, they don't have obligations or commitments where they're based once they build their online fitness business and stop working on the gym floor, so they travel. But the vast majority do. Many have children, partners with careers, pets, mortgages, other responsibilities. They want to be near their family. So the reality, more often than not, isn't traveling the world making money as an online fitness professional. It's actually working from home and working from a Starbucks, or even getting an office like I've done, so you've got a dedicated place of work, which may sound like an odd thing to do when you build your online fitness business so that you have no fixed location, but it comes down to practicality and being realistic and doing what's best for you, really. If you do dream of traveling and that's what you want to do, or you want to go and move to the other side of the world, maybe that's where your partner's from, and again, that's pulling from students that we work with who go and move with their partner's family on the other side of the world, that's fine. But just be aware that, number one, you don't have to do that. It's almost sold by a lot of business mentors or gurus as that's what you should do. Like if you're fixed living at home in your hometown, then you're an idiot. You should travel the world. Some people don't want to do that, right? I still holiday really well. In the last year or so, I've been to New York, Rome, Bali, Singapore, Halkidiki, and a few other places I forget. Miami, San Diego, I forget. And I can do that while still being based at home and having an office. So number one, the big myth is that you'll instantly just be traveling the world. The reality is a little bit different. It's not as easy as that for a lot of people. They have commitments at home. And number two, it just may not be what you want to do, and that's okay. Don't let anybody tell you that travel is what everybody should do to broaden their horizons. A lot of the time that's for people who can't find happiness at home. It's gonna get a bit of hate, that comment probably. Number two, high ticket sales, baby. Again, something that's sold by business mentors and gurus as if that's what you should do. And if you're not doing that, then you're stupid. Know your worth and all that nonsense. The reality is, just because you move online doesn't mean you're all of a sudden going to be able to charge 2K for a package, 5K for a package, 10K for a package. Don't get me wrong, we've got students charging 10K, 6K, quite a few charging 5K, and loads charging 1K for packages. But the reality is that they're outliers. The majority are charging £250 a month, right? For one-to-one online personal training, online nutrition coaching, or a combination of the two. So don't think that just because you start working with clients online, all of a sudden you're going to become this sales shark who can just sell high-end packages. You may not want to, you may not be comfortable doing that, you may not have the skills, the experience, or the confidence in selling at that price point, and you may not be able to get the volume of leads to be able to make that viable business model for you. So don't think moving online just equals high-paying clients. It doesn't. Number three, sales coming in while you sleep. Now, don't get me wrong, if you've got a huge audience and you have a low priced program that is based on, and your business is based on selling volume, then maybe you're going to make sales while you sleep. But the reality is, for most of you, you're going to have a conversation with someone before you work with them, and that's when they buy. And you can't really do that when you're asleep. It doesn't work. And even if you aren't having those consultations to convert clients, the reality is most of them will buy on a sales page that you push out via your email marketing, your social media, and via your Facebook ads, but usually to people in the same time zone as you. So will you get some sales while you sleep if you're sending people straight to sale? Maybe, won't be that common. So if somebody tells you make money in your sleep, I don't know what to do to them, but definitely don't listen to them because they're selling you a dream. Number 4, less work. Now, it isn't less work, it's different work. It's more scalable work. It's work where you don't have to be in a set location at a set time and work a set amount of hours in order to get paid for that time, right? But it's still work, right? There's different work. There's setting up your processes. There's communicating with clients via the new channels, which are maybe WhatsApp, emails, Slack, social media within an app that you may be working with clients. It's creating programs within those apps. Maybe it's filming video for your exercise library. Maybe it's creating more content now because you're working with clients online. Maybe it's getting familiar with email marketing, getting familiar with Facebook ads. If you're working with clients at scale, maybe it's customer service and hiring a team. If you're working with clients more closely, maybe it's doing video check-ins, calls with those clients, wherever it may be. But it's not necessarily less work. It's just different work. You will earn more money for the same amount of time that you would do working with clients in person, but it's still not, don't consider it less work. It's just different work. For most students that we work with, we often say that a great business is working with 40 to 60 one-to-one online clients, charging them £250 a month, and that'll probably take you 25 to 30 hours per week, which we think is a great way of life, especially when you can do that kind of from anywhere, and you can do that kind of whenever you want. So it's not necessarily less work, it's just different. Number 5, high volume, low cost sales. And here's a really common myth at the minute. People thinking they can create a membership site where it's just got a bunch of videos in it, charge 10 to 20, maybe £30 or dollars a month, and just see clients come in, right? Loads and loads of volume. You get hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of people just signing up and then just paying them every single month. It doesn't work like that. Number 1, I wouldn't recommend it as a business model at all unless you either have a huge audience who are well engaged or have a large budget for Facebook ads or paid marketing in some capacity, or you've got a huge email list, or you've got a ton of traffic visiting your website. Ideally, a mixture of a few of those things. And even if you're relying on paid advertising, it still may not work out. It may be a case that it costs you £100 to acquire one of those new members, so they have to stay for 6 months, right? If you're charging £20 a month before it becomes profitable. Do you have that cash flow? So this dream of having a membership site with hundreds or thousands of people in it, where they just pay you every month, is for most people a dream. You have to build a huge audience. You have to have the budget to pay for paid marketing. You have to be driving a lot of traffic. And the other myth associated with this is that it's less work. It's not at all. The best membership programs have support, they have communities, they have events, they have new content every single week, as well as the membership site with the videos. It's never just membership sites with videos. That's the kind of membership site that people sign up to and leave after a month or 2 months, regardless of how cheap it is. So, and that just makes it even harder to make work, because then you definitely won't be able to make paid marketing work. And you'll be churning out content, trying to drive loads of traffic for next to no money. So this dream of high volume, low cost clients or low paying clients shouldn't be the goal unless you're really gaining traction on building your audience and you're getting a lot of traffic, or your social media following is growing and it's engaged, or you have a huge budget. But even with a huge budget, it still probably won't work. You still need a mixture of huge organic presence and paid if you want to rely on some paid. Number 6, I think, I've lost count, which is bad because I'm only counting to 6. Number 6, clients all over the world. Again, another dream, working with clients on the other side of the world, in Australia, in the US, in the UK, in Russia, in Dubai. The reality is, when you first get started with working clients online, they'll probably still be local. They'll be within your existing network or their network, and you'll grow out from there. I can't remember the saying, like something like from Biggie, or the guy who founded Echo or Fubu or something like that, is about dominating your own postcode first and growing out from there. So Biggie wanted to, we're going off on a tangent here, Biggie wanted to dominate New York and then the world. So that's what you need to do. Not necessarily New York, like if you're not in New York, but wherever you are in the world, dominate your local area, grow out from there. That's probably how it's going to happen, unless you already have presence in other places. When I started working with clients online, most of my first online clients were people who I'd worked with in the past as gym members, PT clients, and then I grew out from there, from my local area. I got known more and more local. I already had a presence locally, some authority from owning gyms. I grew out from there. And then their friends would start popping up from other parts of the world, other parts of the country. But you're not just all of a sudden going to sign up your first online client on the other side of the world. Hopefully, this series of myths versus realities hasn't just put you off, because it's still an amazing opportunity. You can. All the things that I've said are a myth, can be done. It's just not the reality, and definitely not the instant reality for most online personal trainers and coaches. As I alluded to a little bit earlier, what we strive for most of our students is getting that 40 to 60 one-to-one online coaching clients, building their pricing up so they're charging those people £250 a month, and then once they've achieved that, making the decision. Do they want to scale? Are they happy? Have they got too many clients? And figuring out what it is they really want from their business and how they want it to impact their life. It's not always about scale at all costs, because at 40 to 60 one-to-one online clients charging £250 a month, you're going to be earning over £100,000 a year, or dollars, without any staff, without any major overheads, without huge costs, without the need for an office, without the need for much at all, really. You won't need to generate tens of thousands of leads or thousands of leads. So it's just a really relaxed, low cost, high margin business to run. Get there first. And then from that point, decide whether you're happy or whether you really want to invest some time, effort, and money into scaling beyond that. And that's fine if you do. I did that, and a lot of our students do that too. I really want to end on a positive note, so you can do it. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.